Well, hello guys and gals, welcome back to another live stream with me, your old buddy Mr. Moose. It's a Sunday evening when we're live streaming, which is a little bit different, but basically what happened is I basically realized that I hadn't put anything up today, and well, I'm a little bit bored, so thought I would jump on and do a little farming and have a little fun here. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll be doing the whole probably just some grass mowing and a little bit of baling again here on the farm. So hope you guys enjoy it. So that's about it today. Say hello to the folks that are on right now. Let's see, I've got quite a few people on, actually. Shocker. Aiden, hello. Amateur Outdoorsman, Braden, Dakota, Gamer Thumbs, Gunslinger, Lonnie Rodas, Matthew Davis, hello. Shane Burton, Tristan Whitney, We the Peeps, William Perry, welcome guys, glad to have you with me. Wasn't really sure whether anybody would actually tune in when I started this live stream, because I thought, well, you know, it's sort of late on a Sunday, so I wasn't really sure if anybody would watch. So, but anyways, hello Faye90, Happy New Year to you too, my friend. So let's catch everybody up watching the stream, as well as those watching on the archives, where we're at. I did get all the bales stacked over here, which turned out to be a real nightmare. This building just is not a great place to put bales, but I did get the bales in and they are stacked up. I ended up going and getting the little bale tool here and using it, and it turned out to be pretty good for me. So that's what I ended up using. I got this one here. Hang on, I'm making some adjustments. This guy here, this double baler, I ended up grabbing it, which is part of the CSZ pack, and using that, and that way I could stack the two bales and then put them in there, and it worked really good. It's got the auto load feature on it, as well as you can just do it manually. I did it manually, but if you want to use the auto load feature, it works for you. The only thing I found about the auto load feature was, though, like if you grabbed a couple of bales with it, it's sort of like, I don't know what it is. It sort of like switches the physics of it around a little bit, to the point where when you go in there and you grab a bale with it, it sort of like alters the physics of that, and the bale itself like will go through the ground and it will go through other bales, and if you're not careful, when you release it, two bales will become, you know, conjoined twins with each other. So it was kind of odd the way that worked. So you have to be really careful with that. So I just decided not to do that. So, but anyways, so Matthew, I got no idea what you're talking about. So is harvesting, planting, etc. I don't know what you're. You must have said something to the effect of something's boring or something. I don't know. But anyways, if you don't like it, you can hit the road. That's the way I look at it. You don't have to watch. All right, so let's see. I want to open up the IC and do everything right. So I turn the computers on and everybody gets to see the computers. So we'll get that on. Gonzalez 2003, hello, welcome to the stream. Let's see, and I believe if I turn help on, this is raise the lower the front, which I think the front was sitting on the ground, so that's the reason I want to actually lower the front. Turn the C off. See, no, the front's actually lowered on the ground right now. So let's raise the front up. And there we go. Everything's right now. So this is the Fendt 714. 140 horsepower. Somebody was asking me the other day how you change the wheel color on it. If you come back here to the back and you open up the IC controls, there's a little red dot back here on the back of it. And each tractor is a little bit different. Like on this one, I can put turf tires on it if I want to put turf tires on it. But I can also change the color of the rim right here with this button here. But I can also come in here and change from agricultural tires to, some people are calling them street tires. I call them turf tires, which I'm actually going to put turf tires on it for what we're going to do today. So that's how you adjust that. So, do you know if there are any mods for the Xbox One? No, there are not. Hey, Cody Young, how are you, buddy? Let's see. Adam Pennington, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I don't pay attention to the 630 likes. I think those are continuous. I used to get excited about all that stuff, and I'd be looking at it and I think 630 people, holy cow, but there's only 35 people watching the stream. I think what it is you have stats for your live stream, and I think they're continuous. They don't ever change. So yeah. Have you seen Sandy Bay on FSUK? I have. I've seen it. You know, you've never seen turf tires on a farm tractor. Well, I have. I've seen it on, especially if you're on somebody who does a whole lot of hay, or they do a lot of stuff with turf. They'll have it. A lot of horse farms I've seen them on. But you wouldn't have a situation like what I just did, where you change from ag tires to turf tires. But since I have that option and it was easy to do, I did it. So, do I like New Holland? Not really. Not a big fan of New Holland. Doesn't actually run out there and do anything for me. So there's an update to this map, and there was something I wanted to cover yesterday in the video, and I was sitting there thinking there's something I wanted to talk about, and I totally slipped my mind. I couldn't figure out what it was, and then as soon as I stopped the video, I remembered what it was. And basically it was this map has an update to it. It updated yesterday. If you haven't gotten it, you should get it. It's changed a lot in the game, but there was somebody came to me and said something about how do you update the map and not lose your game save. Well, little tip I'm going to give you is anytime you get a map and you download it, the first thing that I do when I download a map is I immediately look at the title of it. If it is something complicated that has like version numbers or something else like that into it, I immediately rename the map. So in this case, when I got Court Farms, it came out as Court Farms _ this version, this and that. I immediately took all that out and just renamed it Court Farms, and then put it into my mods list. So that way, when there was an update yesterday, all I had to do was go in and update the name, take the updated file, and change the name of it to Court Farms, drop it in my map, and I didn't lose my game save. And there's a lot of people that have issues because they don't have that kind of stuff done. So anyways, so man, this is a whole lot of grass to mow. Oh well. Can we get through this gate with this? It does not look like we can. We're gonna have to go to the other gate to get in here. Oops. That was ambitious thinking on my part that I could get the Moco through that little itty bitty gate. How do you do that? I just change the name of the zip. You don't have to change anything else. You just have to change the name of the zip, because that's where you get caught up. Is it's looking for that zip name, and a lot, as long as you change that, you're fine. So I'll have to run down here to the other end of the field and start from there, which there it is much better. See, now I'm having this little frame issue. Yesterday I shot a recorded video and I didn't have any issues with it, and then I come on here today and do a live stream, which typically I get better frame rates and better frame quality with a live stream than I do with that. So yes, you have to rename the zip before you start the game. So you rename it before you even get started with the whole thing, and you're good to go from there. All right, now we can actually mow grass. All right, so huge lots of grass to mow here. All right, so let's lower this down to the ground, and I'm going to let's see which way. That way is what I want. Let's pull off over here, get into the field a little bit, go ahead and engage it back out so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, so yeah, rename the, download the zip and immediately rename it. Just rename it Port Farms, which is easy to do. You just do the whole right click rename thing and do that. And then you're good to go. I might do this field in sections. If you ask one more time to say your name, it will be when I tell you you're banned from the channel. Hamster, you don't have to worry about it. Read the rules. Shoutouts add nothing to the stream other than hearing your name said, and that doesn't do anybody any good. But had you have come in the channel and you had said, "Hello, Moose," and everybody else, I would have said, "Hello, how are you?" and I would have said your name. But instead, now all you get is me and everybody else telling you no. Kevin, don't tell me how to play the game. Thank you very much. I do not like New Holland tractors. I will not be playing a New Holland tractor. Alright, get in here where it's nice and quiet. I do love the sound of these things, man. They are absolutely wonderful. So I'll cut this in sections because I don't really want to be baling this entire thing because it is huge. What's wrong with this mower, James? It's one of the best mowers in the game. This is what I love about y'all. You're the same person that'll give me grief for putting money in the game, but you're like, oh, you're starting out immediately? You should have that big, fully, self-propelled crone. Why is the grass turning brown underneath here? It's just whatever the texture is that the original modder of this map put in. That's what his texture is for cut grass. So, and for withered grass or whatever it may be. So, oh, let's make sure I switch this over to the right side now. There we go. Now it gets easy. Now we just follow the old mowed grass. I'm not mowing to the dirt. It's the texture that is in the game. It's the way the modder made the map. The only way you can mod console is if you do some sort of hack around it. I'm doing good. It's moose, not mouse. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever played a map that turns it just yellow like this, you know? Most of them have some underlying like grass texture that's sort of a greenish, but apparently this is the one that he put in here. So hello Kyle, how are you, buddy? And if I was mowing it to dirt, it would be dirt, not brown grass. It probably, I would suggest that maybe it has a lot to do with maybe when the modder originally made this, because it did come out before Upside Down released the new version of drive control. Maybe the modder designed it because when you ran over the grass, it would kill it in drive control, and it would leave more of a dead texture. Maybe that's it. Don't know. Didn't make the map, but maybe that's what they were going for. Or maybe if you let it dry out, it gives you that look. So not really sure why it is a yellow underneath it, but it is. As I drive through the trees here. So yeah, we'll get lots of little scrape marks on our brand new tractor. Gonna use the same chrome that I used the other day. In real life, they're huge, man. I mean, they don't look that small in game. I mean, perspective-wise, maybe they look a little small, but yeah, you're right. In real life, they're huge. Anybody know of a good editing program? Adobe Premiere is fantastic. Moose is good. Moose is good. Moose just got done with a 7-hour editing in Adobe Premiere, so he's kind of content to relax and do a little grass mowing. What is that? Gel tea? Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us for your first time. Hello, Zach. I don't know, I actually enjoy the editing and stuff. Really do. That whole creative process is a lot of fun, you know? Thanks, Gunslinger. I like it too. It adds a little something to the game to have a little background music, and I got everything worked out with Epidemic Sound yesterday so that I can get more music from them. Apparently they didn't like the fact that I downloaded their entire Christmas catalog and then another 250, country and blues and rock songs, and they thought maybe I was exploiting the library or something. So they capped me and wouldn't let me download any more music, so I had to get that worked out with them. But now I am good to go again. So sometime tomorrow I will sit down and download another mesmerizing amount of music so we have more variety in the stream, so we don't hear the same songs over and over and over and over again. But yeah, I think it adds a lot to the stream, Hello, Rapid Dissolve. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you don't like any of the maps? That's sad to hear, man. You must be a very picky person then. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't do bales. I've never had to because we don't ever. We've never had that, cattle or anything else like that. I mean, I did beef one time, and that was about it. And I only did 3 of them, so I didn't really need to go out and do baling and everything. So I have never had to worry about that. I'm doing good, Drew. Doing good. Just mowing some grass so we can make some bales. So we'll do part of this field we'll do in regular grass. We'll wrap those for silage. And then I'll cut the other part of the field, tether it, and then wrap that for hay. So that's my game plan anyways. Who knows? I imagine it'll be late in the year. I imagine the 2 of them will come out the exact same time, Adam. While one of them says it's coming out in 2016, the other one just doesn't say anything. Typically what Giants does is puts it out, they usually put it out right around September, but they'll call it 2017. So but yeah. Though who knows about cattle and crops? Right now, cattle and crops is a whole lot of hype, and that's it. I love the fact that they sent out that newsletter to everybody that was talking about, big details coming on cattle and crops a couple of weeks ago, and it was 2 pictures of a Mercedes tractor. That wasn't a whole lot of big news. That was just 2 pictures. To have a good New Year's? Yeah. Oh, there's always troublemakers. It's part of streaming. I don't know, amateur. I don't watch a whole lot of television. Kind case you haven't noticed, most of the time I'm streaming, and when I'm not streaming, I watch a lot of news. I'm big into news, so I don't watch a whole lot of television. And like the shows that I used to watch, I don't watch them anymore because I'm usually streaming. See, Adam, anybody, until I actually see the game, I'm gonna I'm gonna reserve my opinions on that stuff, because anybody can put some nice cinematic trailers out. I want to see actual gameplay, and I want to see, a couple of hours of gameplay, not the produced gameplay that they've put out for everybody to see right now so far. They haven't really done anything to really show me the game yet, so. But if it looks as good as what they have out, it's going to be a pretty good looking game, apparently. But yeah, I want to see some actual gameplay footage that's more than 15 seconds long. If you understand what I'm saying there. Do I have Instagram? No, I've never seen a need for it. If you're not going to play Soul Mod, I'd play it on hard. It's quite a challenge there. I don't know that it'll make 24 hours, but it will be sure long. I will say that much for February the 3rd. Yes, it will be quite a long broadcast when we get American Truck Sim. The game plan is to explore California, or as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, California. But yeah, I pretty much plan on just going till I drop, Teddy Bear fan, hello. No, I don't play on a laptop. I play on a PC. I play on a full rig. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Epic. Oh, I feel for you there, gunslingers. Yeah, Hamster has to buy a new power supply. Hamster won't be buying American Truck Sim at the moment it goes out, probably. Favorite DLC has to be the JCB kit. Everything else has just kind of been cannon fodder. When am I going to come out with a deep sea fishing simulator? Never. I'm not a game maker. I'm a game player. I figured people would get that through their heads by now. When are you going to make a farm sim map? When I can do it in 5 minutes? Otherwise, I ain't doing it. I'm a player, not a maker. I say that after spending 7 hours editing today. Oh, anywho. Is it Sunday or Monday for me? It's still Sunday. It is Sunday for me. It's 9:20 in the evening. Hey, Zachary McDoyle, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. Sit back, relax, say hello, talk. Keegan, just, you know, be polite, be friendly, enjoy the stream. All right, Teddy Bear fan, take it easy. Stay safe. How's it going, Moose? Going good, Caesar. Welcome back to the stream. Whose stream are we talking about, Everin? Was that Goncalo? Welcome to the stream, sir. Thank you for the grits wishes. Oh, cool, Zachary. Glad you can make it. Yeah, that's too much to ask. I don't expect you to get a new game engine. If they were putting a new game engine out, they'd be touting it already. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Why is he getting copyright strikes on his streams? Is he playing something he doesn't have the right to play? Or is he putting music in it that he shouldn't be putting in it? Hello, Benjamin. How are you? Yes, Hampshire lives in England. Shouldn't play music then if he doesn't want to get a copyright strike. Or he should get all music that is, you know, royalty free or not rights managed. What are some good maps out there? Manchester is awesome. Chellington Extended is awesome. You got Colborough Park, again, awesome. What else is out there that's pretty cool? If you like all the add-ons, all the bells and whistles, Volksholm is really cool. It's basically Virenholm, but it's redone with all the different mods and pigs and beef and chickens and all that good stuff. So yeah, those are just a few of them. If you like American style maps, you can go for like States, which is a huge, enormous map. Very cool. Epic. Why did I not play with the guys last night? Well, it's like this. I fell asleep. When I hadn't heard from Alex by 11 o'clock my time, I kind of fell asleep. And I guess I woke up about 3 this morning and they were all streaming, and yeah, it was too late. Lucy was tired yesterday, I guess. I have that issue, you know. I'll like work for 5 or 6 days on 2 hours of sleep each night, you know, and then all of a sudden my body just says, you know, hey, it's time to shut down and recharge the batteries. So it kind of happened last night. I just I hadn't heard anything from him, and I made the mistake of putting my head back and laying down, and yeah, next thing I knew, I was sound asleep. Alex is the northern Alex. Hello, Dan the man, or excuse me, hashtag blame Dan. How are you doing tonight, sir? Yeah, I felt bad that I didn't play though last night. I enjoyed playing with you guys, but it was just one of those things. Yeah, I remember checking around like 10:30 to see if I'd heard from Alex. The next thing I know, boom, I was out. Yeah, Dan, I put a video up the other day, and it says multiplayer with the northern Alex and hashtag blame Dan. That is your name now from now on. So anyways, hey Drew, how are you? Hashtag blame Dan. It's a thing. Okay, that's nice. So what does this Nightbot command do there, blame Dan? What are you doing if picking up the grass that is not on? Not sure what that means. How long have I been streaming? 43 minutes. Hello, Austin. Yeah. Don't drive with your pipe out. It's not driving with your pipe out. It's don't drive with your pipe out. Protect your equipment. Hashtag don't drive with your pipe out. I'm mowing grass. That's what I'm doing. When I finish mowing the grass, I'll get it all windrowed up and then I'll collect it. But you got to cut it before you can do that. Yeah, it's not picking up grass, it's cutting it. See, this is uncut. This is cut. No, you don't drive with your pipe out. You have to protect your equipment. You hashtag don't drive with your pipe out. That's funny. That's great, man. How long is this going to be? I don't know, guys. I never, we go through this every time. I have no idea how long streams are going to go. It's basically one of those things where I sit down and usually I strive for them to be at least 2 hours long. But then the rest of that will depend on how the stream goes and what kind of mood I'm in and everything else like that, you know. But this is one of those situations where I didn't have anything else to do. I hadn't done a video for the day, so I thought, you know what, I'll kick it out, play with my new intro and all that other stuff. So, do I have a goal for 2016? Have fun. Yeah, that's about it. What mower am I using? I'm using the Moco mower, my favorite mower. So one I use all the time, the offset Moco mower. And that's what I'm using. For those of you who haven't seen this one before, this is basically a mower that you'll see on most farms in America. It is quite possibly like a mainstay on farms across the United States. I mean, there are other ones out there, but it's a very popular mower. There are basically 3 different styles of it that are out there. There is a right offset, which is the way I'm running it right now. There is a left offset, and then there is a multi offset, which is the way this mower is designed. This one is designed that where you can adjust the offset. I catch grief every once in a while from people, you're driving it wrong, when I drive with the mower on the left hand side, and they'll grief me over that one because it's like, that's not the proper way to drive with an offset mower. And what they don't realize is not all offset mowers are the same. There are some that you have to drive with the right on them. When I say multiple offsets, on this one you can use your mouse and you can actually adjust this one. You can change the offset on it, which is a real deal in real life. You can swing it out this way, or you can have it trail right behind the tractor, or you can swing it out to be offset off the right. Most farmers will run it though in a right offset, strictly because it's easy to drive just like this, because you can look to your, look over your left hand shoulder and you can see where you're headed. At the same time, you can turn around and check out your mower, make sure that it's running with your path and nothing's going wrong with it, that it hasn't stopped. So that's the reason most people think you must. And at the same time, you can look at your instrumentations, throttle and everything is over on this side. So most people will, run it to the right. Sometimes though, you don't want to run it to the right because of terrain that you're working on. It would be nice to have a offset mower where you can swing the mower down the left hand side. So when they first came out, they were pretty much all right side offset mowers. They were fixed. You couldn't do them any other way but to the right because of the way the PTO shaft came into them. But over the years, just like everything else, they evolved and they have hydraulics on them where you can actually pivot them, and you can change the offset on them. See you, Zach. Get some sleep. Hello, Trekker Man. How are you? Moose, regular hay bale or silage? Half of this is going to go to silage. The other half is going to go to hay. This particular set I'm probably going to wrap for silage. Hello, James. Hadn't had any sleep for 3 days. You sound a lot like me. Till last night. Last night I crashed. Got me a good solid 5 hours of sleep last night. Then I got back up and got started all over again. We the peeps. How do you get Steam money? I don't know. ETS won't load. Really don't want to do a reinstall. Did you verify your cache? Is it through Steam? Well, let me ask you that. If it's through Steam, verify your cache and see if that's the issue. Oh, looky there. I get to stop the tractor already. Yes, she did lie to me. Oh, there we go. People think I'm stupid or something. Alright. Sorry about that. Had to go boot somebody out of the stream immediately. Keep coming back, I'll keep banning you. Seriously, once you get on my bad side, guys, you're gone. Every time I see your name, I will ban you. You aren't awesome, I love you. And who are you talking to? Yep. Oh, it's your buddy, Hamster. What's that? The kid we talked about the other day? It's been banned from everybody's stream. Welcome back, Teddy Bear fan. Hey, John Bowers. Welcome to the stream. What did he do? It's a long story. But he's a repeat offender. All he has to do now is step into the stream. Yeah, your little stalker friend. It has nothing to do with his... It has nothing to do with it, and I'm not going to rehash why I banned somebody, okay? Once I ban somebody the first time, though, I'm going to ban them every time they come into chat. If they keep making new names or anything else like that, I'm going to ban them. So, you know, you disrespect me once, then I'm going to keep banning you every time. So... It's a very long story. I'm not going to go into it. But yeah. I mean, you may pull a fast one on me and come up with a new name that I don't recognize or something else like that. But I'll figure you out someday. Favorite map and tractor. I'm gonna tell you right now, this new Fent is pretty awesome. I really do like it. Just the sounds of it and the different styles of it, I really do like that. The 1050 was my favorite. I'm really digging this one. I mean, you're gonna see me drive one of these pretty much all the time if I can. You know, if they can pull the implement, I'm gonna be in one of them. You know, Manchester's still a very awesome map, and I like it a lot. It's just one of those things where I needed to do something new. I'm not done with Manchester. Just, you know, we'll do Manchester tomorrow night for Manchester Mondays. So I'll be back on Manchester tomorrow, resetting all the fields. But yeah. I'm not sure where Architect's been. Probably hunting. Alright, see you later, man. Do I play Coldborough Park Farm? I play it, you know, like, for me, but, I don't play it anymore in streams or anything else like that. I actually have a soul mod version of it that I've been playing some, you know, just for fun. But I started out on it, and then I got Manchester for soul mod, and I started playing it, and I got just wrapped up into it and started playing it all the time, and it sort of went by the wayside. And then I got a soul mod version of it, and I started playing it a little bit. So like I said, my favorite map probably to this day is, I love the style. I really do love the style of Coldborough Park. But my love for courseplay and my love for the collision hedges on Coldborough just don't necessarily mix that much. But I really do like it. But as far as my favorite just to play, Manchester is probably that map. Hey, Jake. Uh-oh, hitting the road tomorrow, huh? Where are we headed off to? Hey, WPG Trucks, welcome to the stream. You're a new one. I haven't seen you before. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you. I got a dog. She makes an appearance in just about every video I do because she barks in the background. How do I choose mod? Just asking. I don't, because I don't care anyways. If you don't tell, it's cool. I choose mods on quality, you know, quality, legitimacy. Like, I mean, there's some cool mods out there that are just cool, but they're not legit. Like somebody did a Doots Far, like major huge engine, big jacked up tires and everything, and I used them one time in a courseplay video because it was fun, but it's not legit, you know. So I usually stick with mods that are legit, that are, you know, because I like go for realism, you know, in these videos. So, you know, you're not gonna see me play with a a potato harvester with a 12-foot cutter on it, you know. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be that playing that. If it's not a piece of machinery that's not out there, I'm not going to be using it. So but yeah, I mean, I try to go for realism though. So I look for the mod, I look to see if it's error free. Does it serve a purpose that I, you know, want for my stuff? And is it something I would enjoy playing with? You know, that's pretty much it. Moose, if I have 3 subs and I don't make a single video, would that make them a stalker? It's possible. What's my favorite brand truck in Farm Sim? I don't know. So here's the thing, I have a hard time playing European trucks because I'm an American truck guy, you know. I don't live in Europe, I live in the States. So I tend to like the trucks that are, you know, US trucks. So I like the Peterbilt that I've got right now. I don't like the interior in the Western Star. Otherwise it might have been pretty good. Bill plays with a lot of things that are fake. That's Bill's style though. Bill's different than me, so, and I got nothing against people who do play with things that are a little unrealistic. They have fun. It's about what you have fun doing playing the game. What makes you, what entertains you? Is it playing with, you know, 50-meter wide sowing, you know, sowers and plows or whatever, you know? If that what floats your boat, play with it, you know. And there is, you know, no right or wrong way to play the game. It is a game. But for me, I like to go more on the realism side. So, you know, I like to stick more realistic. So am I hyped for ATS? I'm sort of the I'm gonna believe ATS is actually coming out when I have it. I'm to the point where I'm not gonna hype myself up for it anymore. I don't want to be that kid on Christmas morning who goes to open up their present and finds out they got a toothbrush instead of a BB gun or something, you know. And it's just taken so long to get it released and everything else like that. It's like, I'd rather just, when the game comes out, the game will come out. Am I looking forward to it? Yes. Am I hyped about it? Probably. But, you know, I'm gonna try to curb my enthusiasm until it actually comes out. Yeah. Just don't let it happen again, man. I mean, I like you. You're good peoples, but I just don't need that kind of crap in my stream, especially anything that's racial, and you know, it's quite offensive. It just bothers me. I don't like to see people argue in the stream. Doesn't do anybody any good. Hey, congratulations, James. James will have his first wreck by next weekend. I'm using an iPad, but I get to use my laptop now. Do I play Euro Truck? Yes, quite a bit. I play it quite a bit. I was about to say, Landy, what are you doing still awake? And then I remembered, oh yeah, you're in Canada. So getting it past your bedtime over there in Europe? Landy hasn't been live streaming for quite a while he's in Europe. I mean, while he's in Canada. Huh. Yeah. I hear you, man. Guess you'll hate leaving Canada again. Two things you can't take with you. Your girlfriend and Eastern Standard Time. You gotta figure out how to make the jump, man, and just do it. Just move to Canada. Yeah. What was my first vehicle? It was a 1977 El Camino. Yeah, but you can't take it with you though, because still, even though you stay on Eastern Standard Time in the UK, the sun comes up when you're thinking it's midnight, you know? So yeah, that doesn't really work. And even though you can put blackout curtains and everything else like that, yeah. You can put them up, but it still don't change the fact that everybody else around you lives on Greenwich Mean Time. How many times, I've been talking and it's midnight for me, and you're like, well, the sun's coming up outside. I think I'm going to head her off. All right. So we'll finish mowing this one up, and then we'll jump over and get our windrower. Come run through it and windrow it. Like I said, I'm only going to cut half of this field because, well, one, we'd be here all night, and two, I don't need that much silage to get started with. Though I could cut the entire field, and instead of baling, I could actually pick all this up with the forage wagon and go dump it, because it would probably be enough to give me 10%, so I could actually put it in the silage bunker. But I'm just gonna roll it, wrap it. Why am I saying roll it? Yeah. Well, then again, it depends on the volume of that particular bunker. But yeah, I could see where I could easily get the 10% and put in there. But I'm trying to do bales because I know everybody wants to see baling. Though you guys have got to be sick of it after I did 3 hours the other night and another load of it yesterday. How can you get Farm Sim on PC? Buy it. No offense, but I've never understood that question. Why people ask that. It's a video game. You know, get it through Steam or get it through Giant's website. That's like, can I subscribe to your channel? You don't have to get my permission to subscribe. Those things crack me up. Now, if you said, how can I get some game on console? That'd be a totally different thing, because chances are that game isn't available on console, you know? But, Bales equals a lot of frustration too, Chris. Yes, they do require patience. They also require, yeah, quite a bit of walking away from the computer when you get frustrated, as I experienced yesterday. Which is the reason that video that I did yesterday stopped with me getting the bales to the farm, because I knew I was going to lose my mind trying to get them in there for the first time. It always takes you a little time to figure out how you're going to do things. And I tried several different ways of doing it, you know, like what I wanted to use equipment wise before I settled in on what I did. So Landy, how you like my choice of colors for my fence? Oh, I changed over the rims when I changed the tires over. How'd you like my choice of colors for the fence? Going with the well, as close as I could get to doing black cherry. What's my favorite type of music? Anything with a good beat that's upbeat, you know? I'm not a big rap fan, but I like I worked in country music for a long time, and I used to enjoy country music, but for the most part, it's too sad and sappy now. So yeah, it's as close as I could get to it though in the game. So can't get a complete black cherry, but it's as close as I get. I wonder if these poles are collidable. We're gonna find out. I bet they are. Not. That's a good thing. Pink. I don't believe in the Fendt brochure there is a pink tractor available. Pretty sure that's not one of the 5 colors that this tractor comes in. Austin, I don't play LSPDFR anymore. I just got tired of the language in it. It just too much. I'm trying to do a more family-friendly channel, and it just doesn't fit into the game. You know? What is next for this map? I don't know. I'm just getting started on it. Hey Cam, how are you? I'm doing good. I think that's what you meant to say. How are you? Yeah, unless it's a special breast cancer tractor that yeah, I don't think they have a hot pink tractor. But you know what? If I had a hot pink tractor, I'd rock it. I don't care what color it is. What is my real life profession? Stalker much, Riley? We're getting a little personal now, aren't we? I'm a ship captain. Let's put it that. Let's say that I'm a boat captain, ship captain, boat captain, whatever. I run boats and ships commercially. That is my profession. Though it's becoming more and more of a YouTube person though, because I just recently sold one of my companies and actually got paid off for it the other day. So yeah, so oh, let's see. Everybody say goodbye to Robert. Gotta stop the tractor for a minute. Take care of a little business here. Give Robert a nice little escort out. Hey Zach, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Glad you could be with us tonight as we continue to mow a little grass here. All right. Might as well mow this a little bit here too. That's it. They want their 15 seconds of fame. I will oblige and let you have it. Do I still play Fishing Planet? I will occasionally dabble in it. But would I say I play it consistently? No. I check it out every once in a while to see if they fixed anything or made any major improvements to it. And then I move on. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much where I'm at with it. I don't. I play Hunter still, which I intend to do a video on this week, but I don't play Primal. I never have. Heard there were a lot of issues with Primal. So, Javon, I'm gonna give you a warning, buddy. That's anything more than 5 or 6 characters is spam. So don't do it again. No offense. Well-dressed man, I do multiplayer on Thursdays on Landy Kid server. That's it. Well, I mean, basically, I'm as close to full-time as you can go. I record videos every single day. You're not gonna find me sitting at a computer playing, doing 8-hour live streams, though. There's no money in live streams. Unless you're begging people for donations every 5 minutes. And if y'all have noticed, I'm not that guy. You know? I mean, how many times y'all heard me solicit for donations in this channel? So, and I would feel really, you know, I don't mind the whole YouTube side of it because it's commercials, you know, and they're getting a benefit out of it and I'm getting a benefit out of it, and that's cool, you know, so I don't mind slapping a few commercials in there. And if you guys support me by watching the commercials or whatever, that's great, you know. But I have this thing about asking people for money, you know, especially because I know a lot of you guys are like young that are watching the stream, you know, and you don't have money to give away. So I don't really, I don't like that whole aspect of it. I make a little bit of money off of YouTube, not enough to say it was a full-time job, But I do get basically enough money to afford to buy some new video games and stuff like that and keep expanding the channel. So, but is it enough money to qualify as a full-time gig? No, you've got to have, 60,000-70,000 people subscribe to your channel and 100,000 views or whatever a month to start really making enough money off of YouTube to actually be a full-time gig. All right, we are mowed. It's not much, I will tell you that much. Nobody, well, I mean, obviously there are some that get rich off of it, but for the most part, you don't get rich off of doing YouTube videos. It's something you enjoy doing. Over the long run, if you do it long enough and you build up a whole bunch of people, it's possible you can make a decent living off of it or whatever. But, not everybody's going to become a PewDiePie or something else like that, I tell you, I'm shocked every day when I look at the amount of subscribers I have but still, when you look at the amount of subscribers I have, it seems like a lot, but it doesn't, it's just a drop in the bucket, Can I send some warm weather up that way? Man, I wish it for you, but if I did that, then that would probably make some people mad. There's some people like their snow, 25 degrees. Ooh. Y'all, it was like I think in the 30s here last night. This is the one time of year I don't consistently check the weather. I probably should, but I don't. This guy parked here. Oops. If I can get it to roll back out of that corner a little bit. There we go. How do I see who subbed? There's a thing on your YouTube that will tell you how many or who has subbed or whatever. Well, at least it'll show you the people who are in Google Plus. If you subscribe and you don't have a Google Plus account, then the you can't be seen, or I don't know who you are or whatever. Because I was gonna do a thing for at one point I was gonna do this little thing where I made a list of everybody who had subscribed to the channel, and then as I did a video, had everybody's name roll across the screen. And I thought that would be a cool idea, until I realized that I couldn't get all the people's names. I could only get like a certain number of them. So I don't follow professional football anymore. I don't really enjoy it. It's I'm a college football guy through and through. Roll Tide. And that's good enough for me. I follow my alma mater and cheer for them, and they're pretty awesome right now, and that's good enough. And that's kind of all the way it has been for me throughout my life, because growing up, we didn't have a professional football team near us that we could cheer for and call our own, but we had some really good college teams that we could root for. So that's what we did. And so I've never really have been into professional football. And at the same time, I think there's more passion in college football than there is in professional football, or at least it's easier for you to feel the passion, because they're playing for they're playing for their school, they're playing for the love of the game, and they're playing to try and make a career out of it. But I think you tend to see more passion in the game at that level than you do at the professional level. It's my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong on that. I've known to be wrong a time or two. Adam, it's funny you say that. There is actually some plans in the works for something sort of like that. I have another map that I'm actually thinking about playing. I actually had Soul Mod put into it so I could play it because I dug it. And I'm actually thinking about doing a like all old mowers, all old tractors and everything on that particular map. It's a thought anyways, let's put it that way. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that, and going down that route. So just doing, basically using the classic tractor pack and using it. Hey, baling is your favorite thing to do in real life and in farm sim? It's fun. I like bale stacking, to be honest with you. If I can just take my time and do it, there's something to be said when you get like a really great stack of bales done, that you can look at and go, "Ooh, look at there, I did it," But then again, if you get in there, you start to bale stack and you accidentally bump one and it brings the whole thing down. That's quite frustrating. You can start out broke. Well, if you're looking for realism, you start off with a mule and a tow plow. If you're looking for realism, and instead of using any other equipment, you go out there with a hoe. 40 acres and a mule, buddy. But yeah, we'll be playing. I got enough farm sim to keep me busy right now with doing. Manchester still is in the mix. We just started this farm, so we've got a lot of work to do on it. I'm gonna keep with the Chillington for a bit, see how that goes. And then do the multiplayer with Alex and Dan on Friday nights. So oh, that's cool, Cody. I mean, Cam. That's gotta be cool. I went to a 4-H thing earlier this year, and I guess it was FFA 4-H together did it, but they had these teams of high school kids that had basically part of their project was each team had to restore a classic tractor, and they had gone in, and I mean they had to restore it properly. It wasn't just a matter of cleaning it up and painting it. They had to take it all the way back to as it would have been out of the factory. And this one team had, I think it was a farm all maybe that they had, but they had gotten it and somebody had repowered it and put a different motor on it, and they actually went back and found the original motor for it and did it, and it was cool. It was very cool. They did some amazing tractors. No, Cam, it was a FFA and a 4-H event. It wasn't just FFA. It was both groups together did it. Landy's server is open for anybody who wants to join it. You just have to follow the rules. But yeah, it was a very cool event. It was neat to see them do that. I can't imagine how hard it was for them to find that motor. Ah, I gotcha. FFA wasn't that active when I was in school. It was more 4-H for me. If you want to play on Landy's multiplayer, you need to go to Landy's YouTube page and watch the video that he has where he discusses his server, because you need to know what his rules are and everything else like that. In there, he'll give you the information on the server, how you get the mods for it, and all that other stuff. What kind of truck do I have? I have a Dodge Power Ram. 4-wheel drive. The 1987, the old school. Ain't broken, ain't gonna get rid of it. I don't need a new truck. I can't work on a new truck nearly as good as I can work on an old one. Too many computers in the new ones. How am I doing today? I'm doing good, man. See you, well-dressed man. Oh, nice. Is it a Mach 1 or is it just a 69 fastback or 67 fastback? I have a 67 Stingray that I restored. It is beautiful, fun car to drive. Austin, what's my favorite PC game? It's I mean, again, I go through this all the time with everybody. I don't really necessarily have a favorite that if I had to pick a favorite that I play every day, it'd be like Euro Truck or Farm Sim. But I'm also a big fan of like games that I don't play, like Red Alert, all the Command and Conquer stuff. Big Diablo fan, play a lot of it. I still play Diablo. I enjoy it. Yeah. You don't have the JCB pack? Yeah, you do have to have the JCB pack on that one. Where's the water on this map? There's a couple of different ways you can get water on this map. There's some streams on the map that I've noticed that I can probably go get water for them from free. But there's also a pump right there in the middle of the farm, right where I've got all my bales stored, and the tree is right there. There's a well right there, so I'm sure that's where you get water from. Wallace Sterling has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Wallace. Golf clap for you. I gotta get a sound effect put on that. I just haven't figured out what sound effect to put on there yet. Landy and Ian and I were talking about that earlier today, and I think I want to like find a sound effect for each game that I'm playing. You know, so like if we're playing Farm Sim, it's some sort of farming sound. But you know, like, depends on the game. If we're playing Euro Truck, it can be a horn. Doot doot. Got to figure that out though. It's not hard. I just got to make it into a. It's not licensed for MP3 though, so I think I have to make it into an OGG file. Just got to figure out what sound effect I want to use. Oh, it's huge, and we're only doing half of it right now. How long am I going to be on here? I don't know. Probably long enough to bale all this stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on here tonight. But, you know. Yeah, I don't know what it'll be. I thought about making it a lot of different things. I could come up with just one common sound effect to use, or I could come up with some different ones. See Ludius Garfield Gaming. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Do I have any American truck mods on ATS? Man, you have not watched any of my videos, have you? You must be really new to this channel. Yeah, I have a lot. That's pretty much all I drive are American truck mods. The only time I drive European stuff is when I'm on a multiplayer map and I'm forced to drive European stuff. So I guess once American Truck Sim comes out, I'll have to go back to driving European mods on ETS, since I'll have my fill of you know, Peterbilts and Kenworths in the ATS. Because Intel is a better processor for certain things. Each has a different performance spec. Like, I bought an AMD for my gaming computer, and now I'm wishing I had bought an Intel, because the Intels do perform a bit better for gaming, which is funny. They used to not be that way. Am I okay? I'm just fine, man. Why do you ask, James? Oops. What is that, Landy? What is Facebook Simulator? Is that where you you go around the college campus and you get somebody else's idea and take it and then make money off of it, and then become all high and mighty and tell the rest of the world that you should, you know, everybody else should give all their money away? Man, I wasn't even paying attention. What did I miss? Alright, I think I got everything ready to go. Alright, so I'm going to cut one lap around this farm on the perimeter. Clean the perimeter edge up. Man, I'm taking like a couple of days away from Euro Truck because I played so much of it last week. You know, right around Christmas, I played it I played it just about every day. So, I thought I'd take a break from it from just a little while. I mean, like, we did some Wednesday night, and I would have played more Wednesday night, but we had some issues with, I didn't have a moderator on, and we had some issues with some people that were just being ridiculous, so. I'm sure there'll be much more Euro Truck in the future. All right, so I'm going to clean up this outside perimeter real good. Wallace, I started the end of February last year, or in 2015, so Trucker Man, I haven't had time to. I'll look at it eventually, but no, I didn't look at it. Not yet. I'll get to it. It's on my list of things to do, but that list is mighty long. Hello, Binky. Did you get done recording? What'd you play tonight? Alright, so we're gonna run around here, grab up the rest of this grass, and then once we get this headland road up, we will the reason I do it this way is I like to cut all my rows first and get them all done, and then come back and do the entire perimeter like this, and that way it gets rid of all the little turns and little things like that, and then I can just it ends up baling a lot better. All right. Welcome back, Austin. All right, that is done. It's getting late. We've only got about an hour more daylight. These will all be round bales. I'm doing round bales on this particular farm, though I prefer square bales. But yeah. All right. So we'll make our way back up here. We'll park this guy, or park the and we'll get into the other tractor. No baling at night. It's actually a bad thing. I know I'm getting ready to do something that wouldn't. I mean, the sun's still up. It's still 8 in the afternoon. Let's assume it's a 100-degree day outside or something. But yeah, technically you don't bale at night unless you're trying to beat the weather. Run over the rooster. I don't have a ranch. I have a small farm. I don't have a big place. But I've grown up in agriculture most of my life. $50 if I run over the rooster. I started one time to make a video game out of all the pedestrians in the city. I was going to do an episode where I drove a truck and like on my way to the grain silo or something, I just ran over people, and I was going to edit in the like 100 plus 100 points and have little ching. I actually thought about getting the little sounds from Mario, do 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 do, and then run over everybody with the truck and until everybody had the Mario mod in, and see how many people fell for it. Do 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 do. You know, some people would have fallen for it. Being like, oh, I got to get the Mario mod for Farm Sim. That'll be awesome. All right, so this little guy will not handle that baler, and really the other one won't either. So we'll park this guy and we'll grab the 939 and we'll do some baling with it, and then we'll come back and we'll grab the rest of them up. Yeah, all right. All right, so we'll park this guy, power off. Guess we should turn the computer off as well. I'm shocked it doesn't turn off with the key. Oh, turn the computer off. Turn the computer off. There, I guess you have to hit the OK button first. All right, so out of this one we go and we jump over next to it. I should play spin tires. Yeah, well, one day. One day we will. Oh. One thing about the soul mod being in, I can't get. I've been trying to get the. Can't seem to get the soul mod little window to go off the screen. There it went. Can't see all of the little Bales stuff with it up there. All right. Austin is the man of a million questions tonight, isn't he? All right, so we'll head over here and we'll make our bales. So we're going to need to turn on the baler as well. So we're going to be wrapping these as well as rolling them. Hashtag questions. Hashtag you got plenty. It's all good. I thought I left myself a tail up here. Oh well. Alright, so let's get this guy fired up. Still got one straw bale in there. Alright, so we need to turn wrapping of bales on. That's J. And oh man, I gotta get rid of this mod. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. That should be good. All right, make sure we get everything right. We're on. We got our gate down. Pickup is down. We'll pull in here and start grabbing some grass. Start baling. So this first one that's going to get wrapped is actually straw. So it should go out. It did. And the rest of them should all get wrapped now. This is such a long process though, because it has to slow down and then it speeds up and slows back down. It will take forever. How long am I on for? As long as it takes me to get this baling done, pretty much. I think that'll be a good stream. I've been on for 2 hours now, so yeah, probably another. There we go. Yeah, but I've been on for 2 hours, so I will do all these bales. Bales is spelled with an I there, John. Thanks, Gene. Nice to have you on with us. I guess I've never seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll just go however long it takes, you know. This is one of those things that I can't really do on a recorded video because it takes so long. I mean, if I did mowing grass and baling, would be a week's worth of videos on YouTube on the regular channel. So I'm sort of using the live streams for things that take a whole lot of time, such as this. I live in Alabama. I set them up for 5s. Man, if we were playing a drinking game where every time Austin asked a question, we'd all be under the table, I'll tell you that much. It's good, though. It's nice to have some, you know, people who are interested. So, you know. Could be worse. He could be just yelling profanity every 2 phrases. All right, Chris, take it easy, buddy. Glad to see you can make the stream. And you don't have to apologize when you can't make streams, by the way. I appreciate it, but you don't have to. I completely understand. Do I have a PS4? Nope. I don't play any console games. Yeah, I just saw that farm over on the other side with that nice big high shed. Yeah, I could move all of the bales and put them over there. All right. So we gotta add some baling net into this thing. So let's get out. Open this up. I didn't want to get back in there. Let's open this up, and it's 6 is the one that opens the door. And then refill the net is button 1. So that's done. There we go. I can close the door now. If I can get in here to close it. All right. Y'all notice you have to put the new roll in there, but you don't have to take the tube out. Anybody? Anybody notice that one? And you also don't have to fish the net through or any of that other stuff. Just noticing. Alright, take it easy, Zachary. Thanks for coming out, man. I think I'll be, yeah, thanks, Landy. Have a good day. Nate. Well, I'll be here for another hour, most likely. Most likely. Quite a bit to get done. I need the FAQ on YouTube so you can just say, see the FAQ. Here's the thing though, Gunslinger. I don't know if you've realized this, but nobody reads anymore. Yeah. If I put things up on an FAQ, it'd just be an FAQ that I spent time doing that nobody would actually read. Oh yeah, if we did the whole field, I'd be here all night. See you, Banky. Well, if the channel keeps growing, I'll probably end up putting like some sort of little website up, you know, that would probably have like an FAQ on it. You know, down the road. I get tired of answering the same questions every night, though. I really do. I mean, I understand there's new people in every night, so it does get a little old. I think I'm probably going to end up doing like a Q&A video soon too. I'll like let people submit questions via Twitter, and then I'll answer those in a video. Come back and get the rest of this stuff that we missed. This thing misses a lot. As I drive into the bushes here. Y'all are funny. So Monday we'll probably end up doing some Manchester, working on re-sowing field 1. And I haven't really thought about the rest of the week yet. I don't think I did a Project Cars video this week. I need to do one this week. I need to do that tomorrow morning, probably. I like to try to get those out the first of the week. think might have a go-kart race next, which is pretty fun. And then I want to get some more Elite Dangerous done this week as well. Usually maybe every day. Sometimes I go a few days without checking it. For the most part, I try to go on there every day. The only thing I use Facebook anymore is for just, you know, for this. So I don't spend a ton of time on Facebook. I'm over Facebook. See you, Cam. Catch you later, man. Thanks for coming out. I gotta stop for a second. I gotta check something real quick. Sorry, guys. I gotta jump out of the game for just a second. All right. Fix that. What else? All right, cool. Sorry, I had a couple of messages I had to check real quick. Alright, just keep the chat under control about that. Keep in mind that there are people with kids that watch these streams, guys. Don't go overboard with it. Alright. Alright, so the long task of baling. Oh, that's a lot of bales. It's a lot of bales that have to be picked up. What was I thinking? Oh, holy cow, and I'm only halfway through the field. Oh, I should have grabbed this with a forage wagon. I think we'll switch over to just... Oh well, I'm gonna end up with a lot of silage bales. We won't need any for a while, will we? I didn't realize how much grass this was. Yeah, I don't like using the auto loader though. I mean, trying to keep it realistic, you know, and you know, it's not realistic to use a trailer that you just drive through the field and they all get loaded up on there. However, I might, in the interest of time, I might like do a couple of trailer loads legit and then use the auto trailer to get the rest of them. I don't know. Though, I mean, I do enjoy doing the baling and picking them up and everything. Our auto loaders real? The ones that are trailers that just drive around the field and they magically appear on the back of the trailer are not. Are the ones like in the game where you have a little hoop or something that comes off the side of it that you, or an arm that you drive up to the bale and pick it up with? Yes, those are real. There's one bale truck. It has arms on the front like a garbage truck, and you drive up to the bale, and then it basically, just like emptying out a dumpster, it flips it over the top of the truck, and then the bale slides the back of it's sort of a ramp, and the bale slides down the ramp, and then once you get a complete full trailer load of it up, you go and dump it off, and everything slides right off the back of the ramp. But yeah, there's a lot of different types of auto collectors. But yeah, the ones that are in the game are legit. Alright. About to run out of daylight on this farm. It's a field of marshmallows. Oh, congrats, Cody. How are you liking that? That's a pretty good combination there. A Logitech and the side panel. Oh, I'm gonna do it manual. As far as loading all the bales up, I'll do a manual. I won't use an auto loader. Though I may make a trailer change. I wasn't real happy with that BM modding trailer. it does in fact have a locking script on it. So having a locking script and then those side arms on it, that's not a good combination. It needs one or the other, not both. PCs are, I mean, the laptops are, gaming laptops are nice and they're convenient to have and take and play wherever, but there's nothing beats having a good, strong PC, a tower PC or desktop. They allow you to play a lot better games or a lot better graphics and such. All right, Wallace, take it easy. Thanks for coming out and joining us tonight. Hope to see you in the next stream. Oh, that's cool. You gotta build one dirt cheap then. Austin, you asked that earlier. Oh, we'll be all right, man. Here's the thing, though. These are silage, so they can sit out in the field while they ferment. I don't have to take them all at one time. The straw and the hay you want to get out of the field as quick as possible because with the bale extension mod in, they'll deteriorate the longer they sit outside, when they're not covered. So, but silage is not that way. Silage you can leave uncovered and they'll be fine. So they can sit here in the field for quite a long time. And I'm just going to move them right across over into that other farm over there. I'm going to move them over there into that area with those tall high-rise sheds. I didn't even think about that. I should have put all the straw over there as well. I will probably eventually move all the straw over there as well. Yeah, I just glanced over there and saw that and thought, oh yeah, that's where there's some really good high sheds where I could stack bales in. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, I got you, man. I was there when I was young. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess we are changing out this thing again. What's empty? It's the, I guess it's this one that's empty. All right. Have I planted any fields yet? No. Like I said, I'm gonna do the. I put stuff on there, collected some straw, mowing a little grass, so that while I'm doing other stuff, that stuff's taken care of. But like you can see, I've got a field of canola right in front of me. So I haven't really assessed the agricultural product yet. All right, take it easy, Cody. Have fun with your wheel and your side panel. Alright. Looks like we got last row here, and then we'll clean up a little sparseness. Alright. Do I play Happy Wheels? I've never heard of it. So probably not. Yeah, we'll see if I can clean up the rest of these little spots of grass that are laying down here, just because I don't want them sitting in the field rotting, because they actually do hurt your field nutrients. Wow, that's just half of the field. And I did those as larger bales instead of the small ones. So, wow. That's quite a bit of silage. Probably should have used the forage wagon, but that's alright. Oh, I missed it. I think there's one more little bit up here in the corner that I didn't get. Yeah. A couple little lines up there. So yeah, I got quite a bit of bale chasing to do. And we'll get it done. It'll give us something else to do this week. But seeing as the sun is about to set on this farm for today, I think we're just about done. When we come back to the farm, probably need to look at the agriculture and see the fields that we have, what's ripe, what's not ripe, because I gotta imagine there's some stuff that's harvestable, that's ready on the field or on the farm. Actually, I should look at that now. Let's look real quick, see what is harvestable. Everything's growing. 23's grass, I believe. Yeah, all this is grass. So we've got 2, 4, 8, and 20. So these aren't ready yet. They're getting close though. So we probably have to take a look at what needs to be sprayed on them and what their levels are, which I know all of them right now are at neutral. They're all, everything's got the exact same values right now. All right. So that's that. I do wish there was a way to kick that last bale out of here, but it doesn't seem to have that. Yeah, I know on the other ones if you hit O you could kick out the last bale, but on this one it doesn't seem. Did that just kick it? Nope, that lowers the front down. Yeah, nope. Alright, so this one doesn't have a way to do that. Yeah. Alright, so the sun is getting quite low here on the farm. Hey Nelson, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Alright, so as we approach 7 o'clock here on the farm, and I approach 11:30, I think I'm gonna call it an evening, and we'll resume operations at a later date. Tomorrow will be Manchester Monday, and so we'll be back on there. Or today will be Manchester Monday, however for those who will be watching this in the archive. All right. While I got this right here real quick, I'm gonna back up and fill up the side panels on this. I ended up on this map putting the extra rolls and foil over here on the side. Much better situation to put them right here than it was to put them where I had them earlier. So we'll go ahead and refill our wrappers that we use. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and park this bad boy. I enjoy your streams. I've watched the majority of your videos you recorded. Great, man. Appreciate that. I'm glad. Glad you enjoy them, man. They're fun. Alright, come on, let's get this guy parked. Alright. Go ahead. No, no, no. I don't want to drop the weight. There. Alright, so that's that. That gets us done. And we'll be able to come back and collect bales in our next one. No, not that. Turn the engine off. Alright. I'm not going to. I'm going to actually pick them up and store them instead of putting them on the side of the field. Alright guys, that's going to do it for now. Appreciate everybody watching. Those of you guys who came out and joined me this evening, I was pleasantly surprised with the number of folks that came out tonight. I was thinking I was going to get in here and there wasn't going to be anybody watching because it was sort of a last minute thing, kind of late, but it looks like we had some good numbers tonight. So glad you guys enjoyed it. Thanks as always for coming out and joining me. And if you're watching on the archive, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Like the video if you did. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do. And if you haven't subscribed over on YouTube Gaming, make sure you subscribe over there so you get notifications and when we are doing the live streams. And of course, follow me on Twitter because typically I will announce everything on Twitter right before I go live. I announced this one about 20 minutes before I actually hit the button, so hopefully you guys are getting those. So I need to be better at Facebook, but at least I'm doing the Twitter thing. So, but anyways, thanks a lot, and hope you guys will come back and join me tomorrow. I do believe we'll do a stream tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's what, 3 a.m. over in Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah, so I'm back on my other schedule. I am going to add in 2 more streams. I've decided I'm going to do my regular streams. My schedule is going to change a little bit, but I think I'm going to add in 2-day streams and 3 night streams is what I'm going to go for. So then we'll go from there. But anyways, take it easy, guys. Thanks a lot for coming out, and again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye bye.